I have 3 tips that will save you from the stress and craziness during the holidays. And the last is going to save you your sanity and your energy. And then you'll actually love Christmas again. The very first tip is to simplify materials. Now, I think one thing that has kept me stuck in the past, and maybe it keeps you stuck too, is the amount of visual clutter, distraction, and just a lot that we experience. So years ago, I started simplifying absolutely everything. Less decor is another one. I know you might be like, whoa, 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 whoa. But here's the thing, not everything needs to be Christmasified. And I actually think less is more. So it's almost like showing up at Disneyland and feeling completely overwhelmed. But instead of like Mickey Mouse and things like that around, it's like a ton of Christmas light, it's some broken Santas, it's some gifts that you were given that you don't really like, but you feel like you need to put them out because somebody gave them to you at Christmas. Here's the thing, allow yourself to be freed from putting everything up. So only put up some of your Christmas stuff and see how that feels. It can actually feel really nice and really light. And a great tip is to put away some of your regular stuff to make that Christmas decor pop without feeling like it's completely overwhelming your eyes and your space. Simplify wrapping paper. Now, this is a tip that Diane from, look at this, has not been used for a while, it has cat hair on it. Diane in Denmark recommends, and she says, get simple wrapping paper like this from IKEA, where she got it. You can get it from anywhere. And just have this. And you can use this for anything, birthdays, Christmas, whatever. And I really love that idea because sometimes we have old wrapping paper we don't need anymore. And what's great is when this is under your tree, it is going to be so much easier on the eyes. It'll be much more visually appealing instead of like a whole mishmash. Now, I'm not saying you need to go ahead and like waste what you have, but consider even just using things that match better under your tree, or just overall, you might find it feeling much more minimal and much more soothing.
Can you believe that I forgot this section? Well, this is an important one because it's about gifts. Now, when I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, it was the heyday of buying things. And I remember quite vividly gifts sprawling out from our tree, like halfway across the room at my grandparents' house. Now, this was for probably 10 or more people, but it was still a lot of gifts. And I don't know if I love that idea for my family anymore. Christmas.
I blame the children. My children. Actually, I blame my husband and myself, really. We actually trained our children that this was the main feature of Christmas. We gave our kids way too many gifts when they were little. I mean, I don't blame us. It was fun. We were so excited to share Christmas with them. I love Christmas, but here's the thing. They truly came to see that this is the time to get stuff. That's not a good lesson. And I know that you have some great tips, so please share them in the comments down below. So say you have a puppy. Okay, pretend this cat is a puppy. Say you have a cat and you shake the cat's treats, that cat's gonna come a-running. They know that they're getting a treat because we have conditioned them that way, and it's the exact same with Christmas. So what can be done about limiting gifts? Now, no matter what age you're dealing with, I think there are some really fun things. Number one, you could do Secret Santa, which is where you draw names or assign names to just buy one gift from one person to another person. We've done this really commonly in my extended family. Like we would buy, like each kid would give one gift to a cousin and they would get a gift from a cousin or something like that. I think that's a great idea, and you can even do that in your own home with your kids if you want. And the other one is like the Christmas game. This one could be fun for adults or teenagers, depending on, again, relationships people have. The Christmas game is really fun. There's a few names for it. And I've done this with my friends, actually, where we've had like a little get together, and say somebody brings a blanket, somebody brings tea, somebody brings something else. The first person to open, they get something. Well, then the next person can come along, choose another gift, or steal that one person's gift. It can be really fun. It can work in your house. Now, my kids are teenagers now, and about 5 years ago when I started going this minimalist route, I was like, you know what? I don't want to give these kids so many gifts. Like, I feel like we're sending the wrong message. So we were like, let's gradually decrease the gifts. And it worked out really well. We wanted our kids to know what Christmas truly is about. We read the Advent story every year. We spend a lot of time as a family. We have a family tradition where we go down to a different city here called Victoria and we look at lights, and it's so fun. And even my 16-year-old said to my husband, that is his favorite part of Christmas. He said he didn't care if he got gifts. He likes that the most. I feel like we were on to the right track. And we also spent a lot of time eating treats, I'm not gonna lie. Make a plan. Now the next tip, make a plan. Now about 5 years ago on December 23rd, I remember feeling really sad that I had not accomplished all that I wanted to. Suddenly I started baking a bunch of cookies, dragging my family around to look at Christmas lights. It was exhausting and it really was not that fun. So I vowed never to have that happen again. So I made a list of all the things that I wanted to do. And I make sure that I schedule all of it out. So I have like rest days. I make sure that I plan Christmas dinner, who's bringing what. I have like favorite baking. I have things that I want to do to start getting things ready. I have hiding spots. It's actually funny though, because I actually put these in my phone because I was afraid somebody was going to find my book. Although literally I don't think my family has any idea. I have favorite shows we want to watch. I love this system so much. I wrote it all down and I made it into a printable copy just for you. And there is a link down in the description. So, and I also have included what I do. So like planning, like my tire shopping and all of that. Christmas playlist. That is one of my favorite things to do, is to make a Christmas playlist and then have it so I can just like have it ready to go. And when I'm feeling the mood, like I'm decorating or something, I just throw it on. Or favorite movies and shows I want to watch, because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, we didn't watch this. Favorite baking. Have you ever thought, oh my gosh, I want to make those things and I always forget every year. So all of these things, I give you examples of what I do. And then I have spots in it with blank pages for you to fill out. So you can download this printable for yourself. You can either leave it on your computer or your iPad, or you can print it off. You can even take it to Staples if you wanted to. It's totally free and I have the link down below for you. And my next tip is start now. Now remember how I said before that it was December 23rd and I hadn't gotten all I wanted to done? That's because I was starting way too late, like a week or so into December. And I know it can be hard to get into the mood. So I throw on a Christmas sweater, I light a Christmas candle, and magically I am transformed into a Christmas elf. Now, I'm not saying that you need to start decorating everything on November 1st or anything like that. But what you can do is do a couple of things early to make the actual holiday season much more enjoyable. One of the things I do is I take certain things like putting up Christmas lights and I plop them in my calendar or my phone, because what I like is that it reminds me. So I take things that I have put in here, like I even put tires on the car. So that's more seasonal, but still not something you want to be doing last minute, and it's going to stress you out if you don't have that stuff done. If Christmas rolls around and you don't have your snow tires on and you get into an accident, or you're like can't go somewhere because of that, that's going to really throw you. Like I have put Christmas lights up. I have it in my phone for November the 1st. Now it's not that we're necessarily going to be putting up our Christmas lights on November the 1st. I live on Vancouver Island where we can get very rainy, stormy weather. There can be ice. So when there is a good time to do it around those first few weeks, that's when we're going to do it. So it's on our minds because we have it in there. We book tickets to go and see the Polar Express at IMAX. All of those things can be done early, and they really make things easier later on. Because if I don't have them, it is going to stress me out. So I have start baking, book hair appointment. Even I have put down buy yourself a gift, because sometimes, I don't know about you, but my husband, God bless him, he tries, but sometimes he kind of misses the target a little bit. Now, avoiding chaos and saving your energy can be a struggle. So here are a few more tips in this video. I hope something fun happens for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.